Hi guys, this is Ashley back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. So Nicki Minaj goes off on Camel Toe and sticks up for 3 Dreads, aka Wayne, and Champagne Thickums, okay? She says, I love watching the whole industry play dumb time after time. The truth is the truth no matter who tells it. Picking and choosing who y'all accept truth from, then bam, pow. Might tell you a joke, but I won't tell you a lie, okay? Then she says, one took a knee, the other took a bag. He gonna get you N-words in line every effing time. I think she's talking about Colin Kaepernick. He took a knee, and Camel Face gets paid to choose who performs at the Super Bowl, even though years ago he told people to boycott. But now he works for the NFL, which is funny. Then she said, go and enjoy your effing money before it's too late. Then she said, got everything in the world, still spiteful and evil, disgusting. Be happy. Go be an effing happy N-word. In rap business, in women business, when you got the politicians and the police, you good though. Plus that ugly, Laffy Taffy alien. Gag City, DC. Then she said, denying a young black man what he rightfully put into the game for no reason because your ego, your hatred for Birdman, Champagne Thickums, and Nicki got you punishing Wayne. Wayne, the GOAT, NOLA, what's good? Eminem stood firm on having 50 Cent come out. A white man, ish sad, house N-word tings, but it's good for them, no loyalty, welp. Then N-words will keep sunning you. Then Nicki Minaj responds to a fan that said, wish some of these N-words had balls like Nicki Minaj. And Nicki responded and said, child, Gag City, DC tonight. Okay? Now, here's the thing with Nicki. Even though I do agree with her tweets, absolutely. She's right that, Camel Face do be hating on her and Champagne Thickums. And I got that tea on Patreon if you want the exclusive on that. But here's the thing. Nicki, you always speak out, but nobody ever speaks out for you. I don't understand why you bother sticking up for Wayne and Champagne Thickums. When you got blackballed, everybody was quiet. I don't understand why she feel like she always gotta extend her hand or speak out. And when things happen to her, they quiet. So I don't understand why she keeps doing that. Champagne Thickums don't mess with you like that. I don't understand why she just won't let him fall off, okay? He's getting what he deserves, no shade. And on top of that, he brung out your ops when you was getting blackballed, okay? He brung Botchin' Pregnant out at OVO Fest and said that she was the hardest working female rapper in the game in 2018, 2019. He did that. So my whole thing is, why don't you just let Champagne Thickums stick up for himself? He don't ever help you. Ever. There's not one time. Oh, he helped you get into Canada. Boo-hoo. When you get sabotaged, when they took 100K sales away from you during Pink Friday 2, what happened? He was quiet. Okay? He just worked with Scratch Off. Didn't he just do a song with Scratch Off? The girl that was talking about your family? I don't understand. Now, Wayne, he's a little bit more loyal to Nicki, but he don't really speak out when she goes through things. I feel like Nicki always overly extends herself, and then she gets the short end of the stick. And to be quite honest, I truly believe that Nicki Minaj is probably speaking out because she has her own issues with Camel Face, and she thinks that Camel Face is part of the reason why she's been sabotaged for all these years. And so I do understand, she wants people to know what he be doing behind the scenes, even though she hasn't really gone into detail about that. But my whole thing is, you speak out all the time for other people and you still be the main one getting sabotaged. They not gonna come after Lil Wayne's first week numbers. They're going to come after yours when you drop the deluxe. And I wouldn't be shocked if Camel Face tries to re-blackball Nicki Minaj yet again and sabotage her first week sales for her deluxe. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, since Kendrick Lamar is the first male rapper to headline the Super Bowl, okay, a lot of fans are wondering who's going to be the first female rapper to headline the Super Bowl, and a lot of people think that it should be Doja Cat. Let me know how y'all feel about that. I wouldn't mind Doja Cat headlining the Super Bowl maybe in like 5 years. Not now, okay? Not next year. Not in 2026. I feel like Doja Cat don't have the catalog to headline the Super Bowl. Okay? The only female rapper that has the catalog right now is Nicki Minaj. But I think Nicki Minaj probably has pissed off Camel Face and other people after Super Bowl. So I definitely don't think that they will give her the rights to fully headline. Okay, somebody would have to bring her out and get permission from Camel Face and possibly the other producers from the halftime show. Okay, but Doja Cat right now don't have the catalog to perform, in my opinion. She would definitely have to have another big artist come out and perform with her. But she is a phenomenal performer. That's something I will give Doja Cat. She is a really good performer. Now, moving on to Botchin' Pregnant quickly. It looks like fans, especially in Section 8 gang, are not too happy with Off the Cheap popping out at Fashion Week, okay? With a Spanish dancehall artist, allegedly. I do not know this lady, but allegedly she's an artist, and he was holding her waist at Fashion Week, despite having a pregnant ex-wife and going through a divorce. Now, he has since debunked dating this woman, saying that he came alone to Fashion Week and he took the same picture with Anna Wintour, but fans are still upset. Okay, so let me know how y'all feel about it. I don't really think he did anything wrong. Now, if he was kissing, another girl, or, holding hands with another girl, then it would be different. Because even though Botchin' Pregnant is divorcing you, that's still your ex-wife and she's still pregnant. You got to have some respect, some class, okay? But he didn't do that. And I do think that Off the Cheap's probably messing with women behind the scenes, but he's not going to do it openly because he knows he's going to get dragged. To be quite honest, I low-key think that Botchin' Pregnant is his career lifeline. I think once the divorce officially goes through, even if he try to get her back and he may not be able to, I think his career will take a bigger fall, only because Cardi B, she's not doing well musically, but she's more relevant on social media than Off the Cheap. So it is what it is. Now, Nicki Minaj continues to go off on social media. She responded to a fan that said the first rapper to headline the Super Bowl halftime show needed to be someone who would represent the art of its highest degree. That was not Lil Wayne in 2024. Nicki Minaj responded and said, "Capital G-O-D will punish you. Mark my words. The man that has not only pushed his pen the hardest, but gave the game more than one hip-hop icon as well on his watch. Represent the rap game. The best rapper don't represent the rap game well enough for you, black people. Wow. If this don't hurt your heart to read, it will one day. Look at how our legends keep being treated after they've given so much to us. Who are you? You God? Judgmental swine? Delete. You will regret tweeting this. Life is funny that way. Don't you dare turn your nose up at Lil Wayne. You D-munchin' bozo." Okay? And then she said, "God forbid if Wayne was to leave this earth right now, the culture would be mourning. That's why so many people keep saying to give our legends their flowers while they're still around to smell them. Sitting around all day playing games with people's life and legacy. God ain't sleep. G. Roberson, you will learn that too. Very soon." Then she said, "Want N-words to suck his D for a Grammy. Want them to suck his D for the halftime show. Glad I did it already. LMFAO. Threatening any outlet who shows me love. Niglet, if you don't get gone. Then she said bots and blogs are being sent astronomical wads of cash in paper bags as we speak. Laugh out loud. Now, I do agree that Wayne does deserve his flowers, okay? But I also feel like Nicki overly speaks out and it just bites her in the butt again, okay? She got a deluxe album coming. If you think they're not going to sabotage her sales, you are sadly mistaken, okay? The thing that I don't understand about Nicki is you speaking out for Wayne and Champagne Thickums, these grown men, they have not said one word. They won't even speak out for themselves because they going to let you take the bullet. See, Nicki don't even understand how breadcrumbing her relationship with Champagne Thickums and Wayne are. And y'all can say, well, you don't know what they do for her behind the scenes. They haven't done nothing. That's why she got blackballed. Okay? That's why she got blackballed since 2015, 2016 for saying, Yo Miley was good. That's what triggered it. That's not the only reason, but that's what triggered it. And then on top of that, this year, at the Scammies, they played in her face. Remember, Barbie World was supposed to win Best Rap Performance. Nobody spoke out. Okay? But Camel Fane spoke out for his wife for not winning Album of the Year. Then on top of that, Champagne Thickums just did a song with Scratch Off. Just did one. It flopped. Your album, they took 100K sales away. Nobody spoke out. That's what I don't understand about Nicki. It seemed like she liked the breadcrumbing relationship she got with Wayne and Champagne Thickums. If you don't know what breadcrumbing is, basically when somebody just do below the bare minimum to keep you around, okay? They give you a little bit of crumbs. You satisfied though? You think everything is well? You fool off the crumbs? And you just show them the utmost love and loyalty when they didn't do nothing really for you, okay? Now understand Wayne, she has love for Wayne because he signed her. But the Champagne Thickums piece, her bringing him into it, I don't understand that. I get Wayne because Wayne signed her, but even the last time the halftime show was in New Orleans, Queen Bee performed. Just because you're from a certain city, that don't mean you're going to perform at the Super Bowl. Okay, people just assume Wayne would perform because Camel Face has been picking a lot of rappers recently to perform. Dr. Dre, Eminem, I think 50 Cent performed in 2022. And then on top of that, Wayne expressed that he wanted to perform. So that's why a lot of people thought he was. But just because you're from a certain city, that don't mean you're going to perform at the Super Bowl. But with that being said, I think that Nicki, she takes the bullet for a lot of different artists, okay? Because Wayne and Champagne Thickums are quiet. They're going to let her take the bullet because they know she's going to be the one that gets sabotaged the most. And that's what I want Nicki Minaj to realize. You always speak out and you just get sabotaged even more. Let Champagne Thickums and Wayne fight their own battles. They let you fight your own. They never speak out for you. You can say what you want about Wayne and Champagne Thickums. They never speak out for her. Not openly. Never. Not to the Grammys. They never did. Not to Camel Face. They didn't. When do they ever? Not to Pale Born when they take her sales away. They never do. Now, in the midst of all of this drama, here comes Ariana posting Megan Thee Stallion, okay? It was low-key messy, Ariana. No shade. But, girl, why you had to post Megan right now? Like, come on, in the midst of all this drama? But it was because Megan has been encouraging the hotties to go vote, okay? And so she said that she adores Megan for that reason. And she put the link to go out and vote this November. But my whole thing is it wasn't good timing, Ariana. You know what's going on. I don't believe that you don't have social media. You know what's going on. I don't believe that you're not on Twitter. You know what's going on. It wasn't the right time. Not only that, Megan Thee Stallion's Never Play featuring RM from BTS has 10 million streams on Payola already, 6 million views on YouTube, went number 1 on iTunes in over 80 countries, top video on Apple Music, and the biggest debut by a female rapper on Payola Global in 2024. So it looks like Megan Thee Stallion's new single, Never Play, could go like top 20, top 30, at least top 10. It should go top 10 with all this success on the Hot 100. So let me know how y'all feel about that. Now, Shaboozey speaks out after it was reported that Queen Bee was snubbed at the Country Music Awards. He said, "That goes without saying. Thank you, Queen Bee, for opening a door for us, starting a conversation, and giving us one of the most innovative country albums of all time." Okay? Now, as we know, unfortunately, Queen Bee got snubbed, but Shaboozey was nominated for 2 awards. I think Best New Artist and Single of the Year at the Country Music Awards. So congratulations to him. I don't think Queen Bee should be shocked that she got snubbed. Okay? Because at the end of the day, they weren't even playing her songs that were country, Texas Boredom, or the song that she had with Purdue Chicken on country radio. They did not want her in that space, okay? Even Queen Bee gets sabotaged, okay? And she is one of the biggest artists of our generation. The industry is racist, especially towards black women. They be going extra hard to stop black women from seceding. Now, of course, Birdman decides to put in his 2 cents, even though when Nicki goes through things, he's silent. He said, "These N-words, coochie, at Nicki Minaj, Champagne Thickums, and Lil Wayne, YMCB, I'll make these N-words respect us on Gladys." Now, Birdman will be receiving Donkey of the Day. I have the least respect for him. You wasn't even paying Wayne, talking about, "Oh, I'm going to make these N-words respect us." You wasn't even paying Wayne. He had to sue you. And you tried to get this man killed. Stop it. And when Purdue Chicken's father called you and said that Nicki Minaj was getting blackballed, you didn't do nothing. Stop acting like you care. You don't. You clout chasing. You try to kill Wayne. Stop. So here's my thing. It feels as though it comes off like Nicki always has to take the bullet, or she gets the short end of the stick a lot of times. And that's what I was saying before. Like, these people do not come to your defense. He only speaking out because Champagne Thickums and Wayne is involved. Just like he spoke out when Champagne Thickums and Kung Fu Kenny were beefing. He was posting all types of stuff. Now, Travis also posted Wayne and Birdman on his Instagram. We really don't really care. Of course, you're bitter because you didn't go number 1, okay? Your payola didn't work this time. You need to mind your business. But we don't really care what Travis has to say. Then the NFL committee speaks out because Nicki was calling out Camel Face. They said the selection process begins with a panel, which includes officials such as the NFL's Director of Entertainment, folks from the NFL's production company, and the halftime show director and producer. After a long, detailed process, the shortlist is handed over to the Super Bowl's hosting city for a final decision. Y'all only saying that because Camel Toe is getting dragged by his fake wig, his fake locks that he got on top of his head. That's the only reason why y'all speaking out. Y'all pay Camel Face to come up with a short list of people that he wants to perform at the halftime show. Okay? Either way, he is part of the decision. Stop trying to act like he don't have that type of power. Oh, well, he comes up with the short list and then it's handed over to the committee. He's still choosing. I mean, come on now. Stop it. Now, an ex-producer who has worked for the Grammys comes out and says that Wayne should not perform at the halftime show. Okay? Sean Harris said, "I've worked with Wayne before the scammy performance and personal feelings. That would be the biggest mistake ever, putting him as a headliner for the biggest performance of the year." He showed up to a zero rehearsal. We didn't even think he would make the performance. And last minute, he was in the building and ran on stage for a performance and ran off back into an oblivion. Never even got to meet him after a week of rehearsals for a show. Kendrick Lamar is one of the greatest rap performers ever and unapologetically black in his message and during Black History Month. It's going to be a spectacle, okay? And I said the same thing yesterday. I said Kung Fu Kenny is probably one of the best male rapper performers ever. Okay? These other male rappers, I saw Metro, well, he's not a rapper, he's a producer. I saw Future, I've seen Wayne perform, I've seen Champagne Thickums before. All they do is hop around with a bulletproof vest, and then on top of that, just sweating all over the floor. Okay? Wayne, he's an icon, he's a legend, but he's not that great of a performer. I've seen him live, he's not that great. Kung Fu Kenny is a better performer. And then also, what probably also prompted their decision is that, no shade, Wayne supports Trump. NFL is during Black History Month. And, no shade of Wayne, he can support whoever he wants to support. It benefits him to support that side. I'm not saying he's wrong in supporting that side because it benefits him. But with that being said, the NFL probably did not want to stir more controversy when they already have a history of being racist. Okay? Especially when it comes to Colin Kaepernick, the Black Lives Matter movement. They blackballed him. They probably don't want to cause more controversy when Wayne supports a certain politician. They probably thinking this could backfire on us. When people say, oh, of course they would pick him. Even if they picked Wayne, people were going to have something to say. Whether Wayne performed or not, people are going to have something to complain about. Saying, oh, you picked Wayne, he a Trump supporter. So at the end of the day, it was a lose-lose situation. But I do feel like, and I stand on this, that Champagne Thickums, Wayne, and Berman do allow Nicki to take the bullets for them. Because they won't really speak out when it comes to her. And they know that if something goes down with them, she'll speak out. Because this is not the first time Nicki has openly spoke out in regards to other people. She spoke out when Champagne Thickums was going back and forth with Pusha. She didn't with Meek because she was smashing Meek. But when he was going back and forth with Pusha, she spoke out. When there was arguments, who was the king of the South? And I believe Nicki said in an interview that she thought Wayne was the king of the South. T.I. had an issue with that. So Nicki always speaks out, and then nobody speaks out for her. And I think that's what people are trying to say. Like, you're kind of inserting yourself, and then it kind of backfires because you're going to get sabotage. They're not going to come after Wayne, Champagne Thickums, as much as they're going to come after her. Now, moving on from that, Katy is coming back with a new single September 13th with the queen of TDE, D0JA. Y'all know her as D0JA, okay? They're coming out with their collaboration. Let me know if you guys here for this. I still don't think this will help Katy's career. I think Katy should hang it up. No shade. It's really no shade of Katy, but I think she should really hang up the music thing. I feel like the industry is just not interested in Katy right now. Unfortunately, she dropped the ball by working with Dr. Puke. That's what really put the nail in the coffin for Katy Perry. She should have came back with a Sabrina Carpenter or Dua Lipa collaboration. She would have killed that. But doing a song or having a producer that has hard women in the industry, not a smart move in today's world. I'm sorry. Okay? And it was publicized. I can understand if nobody really knew about it, but it's a public thing that happened. So, yeah, it's over for Katy. She need to hang it up. Now, moving on to Donkey of the Day. Champagne Thickums will be receiving Donkey of the Day. I hate to kick him while he's already on the ground. But unfortunately, his newest songs, No Face, and Circadian Rhythm have flopped on the charts. Now, No Face debut at number 60 and Circadian Rhythm debut at number 69, which is very, 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 very low for Champagne Thickums, okay? Now, you could say he's going through a hate train. Oh, Camel Face and the executives are after him, but I do not feel bad one bit. Champagne Thickums has stopped several people's bags behind the scenes, okay? He helped blackball Roddy Ricch. That tea is on, Patreon. And then on top of that, no shade. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. It's not like he writes his own music. Okay. He has writers. So I don't feel bad for Champagne Thickums. I like Nikki. She can stick up for him all she want. But at the end of the day, this is a long time coming. And he was on his high horse. He thought he was better than all the other rappers. He talked about his numbers all the time. Talk about your numbers now. You was talking about your numbers in your music. Talk about them now because it looked like you flopping. So Donkey of the Day, the Champagne Thickums, and Kung Fu Kenny is performing at the Super Bowl. Okay, so anyway, I got some hot tea on Patreon. Link will be in description. I got some tea on Champagne Thickums, Camel Face, Kung Fu Kenny. Link will be in description. Have a great day.